bind different numbers. Here these rules bind different numbers, and how do they bind different numbers? We are covering that. They bind different numbers by a common specific rule. That specific rule is common to those numbers. Got it? That specific rule is common to those numbers. Okay? Are you okay with this? Okay. The first thing is that common rule may be common difference.
Okay.
That common rule may be common ratio. And that common rule may be something else as well.
Okay.
That common rule may be common difference that we represent using D. That common rule may be common ratio that we represent using R. And that common rule may be something else. Maybe HP, maybe something else, maybe some other rules as well. We don't specify by particular name, but we can have many rules. But these three are very popular and we must remember them as AP, GP and HP. Now again the question arises, what do we mean by common difference? What do we actually mean by common difference, and what do
Is
we
that
actually
the
mean?
constant?
Yeah, it is a
The,
constant,
the
but yeah,
relationship. It's the relationship between the terms, right?
exactly. It is actually the difference between the next
Yeah.
term and that of the previous term.
Yeah, in the previous
Yeah,
term, right?
whenever
So
you
the
use,
so the common difference will be constant throughout, right?
exactly, common difference will be constant throughout. And if common difference is constant throughout for any of the sequence, we call that sequence, or we name that sequence, arithmetic progression. This is very important thing you need to understand.
Arithmetic progression.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is actually a sequence which has the rule, and the rule is called common difference need to be same. Similarly, if my sequence is having common ratio equal, we call it geometric progression.
Ah. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to explain these two with some examples. You don't worry. We will consider some examples of all of these three kind of progression. You don't worry.
Okay.
First, I'm considering few examples of AP. You are familiar with numbers like natural numbers. You are very familiar with natural numbers, and if you write some natural numbers, and if you want to figure out some natural numbers, what are different natural numbers that you know? It's 1,
So
it's 2,
yeah.
it's 3, it's 4. They all are natural number.
So is the common difference like +1 or?
Yeah, here if you figure out the common difference, you will find that if you subtract the next value with the previous one, you will get 2 minus 1, 1 over here. Similarly, if you subtract 3 with that of 2, you will get 1 over here. Similarly, if you subtract that 4 with 3, you will get 1 over here. Similarly, if you subtract 5 with 4, you will get 1 over here, and this 1 over here is common difference. And as common difference is same, that is 1 right now in this case, you will call it AP with common difference 1 and first term 1. What will be the exact name? AP with common difference 1 and first term 1. Got it?
Yeah. Yes.
AP with common difference 1 and first term 1 is
First.
natural number.
Okay.
If you consider an AP with common difference 1 and first term 1, you will get a natural number. Okay, we will consider many more examples, you don't worry. First I am going to take one more example for GP. In case of GP, this common ratio is exactly the division of any term with the previous one. Here what do we take? Here if my 1 is first term, 2 is second term, 3 is third term, 4 is fourth term, 5 is fifth term, what we are actually doing, we are subtracting the next term with the previous one. We are subtracting the next term with the previous one, and whatever we get is known as common difference, and here the rule is common difference must be same. Similarly, if we consider the next series, next sequence, that is geometric progression, we consider common ratio to be same. Let us say we have an example, and in this example we are considering a general example. Let us say I have started with 1, and if my second number is 2, here the ratio is 2 over 1, that is the ratio should be 2 over 1, and here 2 over 1 is 2. The common ratio is 2 over here in this case. That is why the next number should be in same way, should be considered in same way, so that we get the same common ratio. That means if I divide 4 with 2, I should get the same common ratio. That is why we should consider next number in similar way. If I consider 8 to be the next value, the common ratio 8 over 4 should also be 2. If it is not the same, we will not call it GP, and if common ratios are same, we will call the sequence an AP. A GP. That means in AP common difference are same, in GP common ratio are same. Is it clear to you now?
So in AP common ratio is the same, GP common ratio is the same, AP common difference.
Exactly. In AP common difference are same, in GP common ratios are same. In AP common difference are same, in GP common ratios are same. Do remember this very carefully.
Yeah.
Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. The next thing is what is HP then? HP is somehow, first you need to understand what its full form. It's harmonic progression, and HP has a rule. The rule is, if we consider the reciprocal of terms, then we should get AP. What is the rule? Rule is reciprocal of terms should be in AP. If we consider reciprocal of terms, then it should be in AP.
It will make 80. Oh, okay.
It should make AP. That means whatever it is written, it may be written anything may be there in front of you. Let's say I'm just helping with an example. Let's say my example is like this: 1 over 3 is my first term, 1 over 5 is my next term, 1 over 7 is my next term, 1 over 9 is next term, and it is keep on going in similar way. Now by observing this, you will not be able to conclude about what it is. But if you just figure out a very important thing, that is, you consider the reciprocal of all of them, and if you will consider reciprocal of all of them, what you get is, you will get 3 over here, you will get 5 over here, you will get 7 over here, and 9, and similarly you will get different terms. And what is special about all these terms is, all these values is, here the first term is 3, we can write first term as a1 is 3, second term is 5, we can write second term as a2 is 5, third term is 7, we can write a3 is 7. Similarly, next term that I have here is fourth term, and fourth term that I have here is 9, and similarly we have different terms. The important thing over here is we should consider the common difference, and common difference is not only a2 minus a1 but also a3 minus a2 but also a4 minus a3, and many common difference may exist. I will tell you the general formula to find out common difference, you don't worry. But right now the important thing is if you subtract any term with that the previous one, you will actually get the common difference. Right now 5 minus 3 is the common difference, that is 2. Right now 7 minus 5 is the common difference, that is actually 2. Right now 9 minus 7 is the common difference, that is 2, and all of them are having same common difference. And this particular thing that they are having same common difference means they all are in AP.
Okay, wait, so what is that? A2 minus A1 equals 5 minus 3?
A2 means second term is 5 here.
Yeah.
A2 means second term. And
So if
here
you divide, so yeah, so the succession will be the same, right?
yeah, A2 minus A1, that means 5 minus 3. Similarly, A3 is 7 and A3 minus A2, that means 7 minus 5. A4 is 9 and A4 minus A3, that means 9 minus 7. And we are observing they all are 2, that means they all are same. That means this is in AP. And this is actually the definition of harmonic progression. What it is? It is we must get AP when we consider reciprocal of all of the terms. This is the definition.
Okay.
Reciprocal of terms should be in AP or should make an AP. And we observe that here this sequence is arranged in such a way that its reciprocal is in AP, and such a sequence is known as GP. When we consider a sequence whose reciprocal is in AP, we call it GP. These are different sequences that we are going to proceed with, we are going to cover in these classes, and especially we will be covering these two, AP and GP, in much detail. First we will cover AP and later on we will discuss some important things about GP as well. Is it now clear about all these three sequences that we have covered so far? The first thing is about sequence. Sequence is simply an arrangement. In this arrangement we basically focus over the rule, and rule may be any rule, but that rule must be common for all of those terms, and that common rule may be common difference being same, common ratio being same, and after taking reciprocal, common difference may be same. And as per these three rules we call them AP, GP and HP respectively. In AP the common differences are same, in GP common ratios are same, and in HP we first take reciprocals of all the terms and then we figure out whether they are in AP or not. If reciprocal of terms are in AP or they form AP, then we call the sequence to be in HP, the original sequence to be in HP. Is it okay for you?
Yes.
Okay, all right. As we have understood the concept behind all these sequences, it's our turn now to cover the first sequence AP in much detail. I'm just going to help you with AP in much detail. AP extends for arithmetic progression.
Okay.
And in arithmetic progression, what we first do is
incoming call from Shankar Maruti Vidisha.
What we do here is जी हाँ कहाँ पे हैं? तो वहाँ पे जो ये आप ITI कॉलेज के पास आ जाओ, सरदार वल्लभ भाई, अभी क्लास चल रही है एक्चुअल में, या वहीं पे दे दो आप अग्निहोत्री क्लासेस, आप आते हुए देखे होगे, जहाँ पे भी चक्की है ना, चक्की के सामने, हाँ वहाँ पे दे दो या तो आप। दे दो उनको, उनको मत दो यार, उधर से आ जाओ आप। हाँ हाँ, सरदार वल्लभ भाई ITI के पास आ जाओ। हाँ हाँ, आप पांडे वाली गली में आ जाओ लास्ट तक। हाँ दे दो, वहाँ पे खुली है वीडियो तो, या फिर आप नीचे से डाल देना, उसमें चली जाएगी, मैं ले लूँगा, मेरी कोचिंग है। अब आप पूछ लेना चक्की के सामने, चक्की फेमस है वहाँ की। ओके, arithmetic progression AP. The very important thing over here in this is common difference, and so far we have covered the basic thing about AP, that is common difference means the term and its subtraction with the previous term. If we subtract a term with its previous value, previous term, we actually get common difference. And here common difference can be generalized for all natural numbers like this, an plus 1 minus an, for all n being natural number. Common difference is an plus 1 over an, and it is generalized for all natural numbers. Now, if you want to figure it out for some of the values, you can just substitute sum of natural numbers over here. Let's say we are substituting n being 1, we will get n plus 1, that means 1 plus 1, we will get a2, then we will substitute n equal to 1, we will get 1, a2 minus a1. Similarly, if we put value n equal to 2, we have a3 here, and if we substitute n equal to 2, we get a2 here. If we substitute n equal to how much? Let's say 4.
So a plus n being okay.
Yeah, we will get a4 minus a3. And similarly, you can proceed for any of natural number. Here we have written n equal to 1. Here we have substituted n equal to 2. Here we have substituted n equal to 3. And similarly, we may have many more n, because n is natural number. We can have any n that is natural number, and we can get many such common differences. But remember, for a sequence to be an AP, these all common difference must be same. This is also very important to understand. If I substitute n equal to 4, we have a5 minus a4, that will be our common difference. And in this way we may have many such common difference. I think you are okay with this explanation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as we have covered this, if I want you to write a thing from this portion, if I want you to conclude,
Vidisha.
if I want you to conclude something from this, you can conclude it. Okay, I want you to write the value of A2. I want you to write the value of A3 here. I want you to write the value of A4 here. I want you to write the value of A5 here. Just write all these values. Okay, I think you can write all these values. Write these values. I'm just coming back.
Okay, so n equals 1. Okay.
Okay. Now what we are doing here is, we are going to obtain some of the terms. We are going to conclude about a general term of AP. So far we have concluded about common difference. We have generalized the common difference here in front of you. Now I am going to generalize term of an AP, and for the same we are going to take help of these common differences. The first help is, if I am given with D equal to A2 minus A1, can you tell me what should I write in place of A2? Tell me, Siddhant.
So it's a n plus 1 minus a n, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm just you just put the heading
so
first.
it's a3
And over
minus
here, yeah,
wait.
all right. I want you to put a heading
So
first.
n plus 1 will be a
Okay.
okay.
Nth term of NAP. The heading is nth term of NAP. Nth term means we are going to generalize any term of NAP, and for the same we are going to take the help of this D
Okay.
first. Okay, here if I want you to write A2, what will you do? Let's say I'm doing a thing. For first term, I'm replacing the first term by A, and now I want you to tell me A2, the second term. What will you do? You will just shift this to left side. You will do the same thing. You are having D equal to how much? A2 minus A. I have said you to write A in the place of A.
Yeah.
Now if you will shift this A to the left side, you will get A plus D equal to A2, or you can also write A2 equal to A plus D. A2 equal to A plus D, you can write like this.
Okay, so a plus d equals a2. Yeah.
Yeah, that means you can write A2 equal to A plus D. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Similarly, can you tell me what can you write for A3? You will shift this A2 there. You will shift this A2. Your A2
Yeah.
will be shifted towards left. You will get A2 plus D equal to A3.
Yeah.
And here we have A2 being A plus D. In the place of A2, I can write A plus D, and D is extra here. That means I can write A plus 2D in the place of third term. Is it okay for you?
Yeah. So a plus 2d.
Yeah. we
Okay, so
got-
then it's gonna be yeah. So okay.
Similarly, we will observe it carefully and we will conclude something. You don't worry. We will soon conclude something, and I will ask you to conclude that. Okay. First, you find A4. Then we will conclude later on. A4. As per this, we are actually obtaining this A4 from this one. We are going to obtain this A4 from this operation this result. And what will be A4? What will be A4?
Okay. So A4 is, so we have to move the A3, right?
Yeah.
So A3 plus D.
A4 will be A3 plus D, exactly. And now we can substitute this A3 equal to how much? This one is our, yeah, this one
Okay.
is our A plus 2D is our A3 actually. In the place of A3 we can write A plus 2D. Then we have D to add, and we will get A plus 3D in the place of A4. Agreed? And now if you are okay with all these discussion and you are getting everything, now it's our turn to conclude something. We just assumed first term as A, and then we now try to conclude something out of all these observations. Here we got A plus 1D. Here we got A plus 2D when we are working for third term. Here we got A plus 3D when we are working for fourth term. Here we got A plus 2D when we are working for third term. Here we got A plus D when we are working for second term. Similarly, you can conclude about the fifth term A4 plus D. You will write A plus 3D plus D, 3D, sorry, A plus 3D plus D, that will be A plus 4D. And as you are observing everything, your observation will suggest now that the first term is A. The second term is actually A plus 1D. Here we have A plus 1 minus 1D. That is only A plus 0D you can say. Here we have A plus 2 minus 1D, that you can say A plus 1D it is. The third term actually is A plus 3 minus 1D, that is A plus 2D you can say. Similarly, the fourth term is A plus 4 minus 1D, that is A plus 3D you can say. The fifth term actually is A plus 5 minus 1 into D, and that you can say A plus 4D it is. Now by observing all these in much detail, we are in now position to conclude about the last term or nth term. Can you tell me what should it look like?
So for A and
Nth term of an AP, that means maybe fifth term, maybe 10th term, maybe 12th term, maybe 20th term, maybe last term we can say. As we will keep on varying the value of n, we will be keep on getting a particular term. Okay, I want answer from your side.
okay.
What can we conclude about nth term? Tell me that. Now it's so easy. If you are observing carefully, you can just observe that if we want fifth term, we just subtract 1 and we multiply by D and we add it with A. This is the basic thing we do here. That means in order to find out nth term, what should we do? We should first write A, then we should add this A with 1 less than the term I am considering, and we should multiply it with D. That means the nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D.
Okay.
Is it clear to you?
Yeah.
What the nth term is? A plus n minus 1 into D. So far we just concluded about AP and nth term of AP.
Yes.
We could understand these topics based on AP, the what the AP is. Basically we covered the definition part and then we covered the nth term of AP. Now if we want to solve any question based on the same, let's say I'm having a question like this. I'm given with an AP like this 4, then we have 9, then we have 13, and it is keep on going in same way. And now the question is find its 24th term. This is our question. How will you solve this? In order to solve such a question, first you need to understand what is your first term. You write A for the first term, and here 4 is your first term. And if you want D, you need to subtract your any term with the previous one. That means you can subtract 9 with 4 and you will be getting 5 as your common difference here. And if you want to find out 24th term, you should be okay with nth term first, and that is A plus n minus 1 into D. And if you subtract, if you want 24, what will you write in place of, what will you write in place of n? You will write 24 in the place of n.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you write 24 in the place of n and 4 in the place of A, 24 minus 1 will be 23, and you have to write 5 in the place of D. You will be getting 20 times 5 is 100 and 5 times 3 is 15, it's 115. And if you will add 4, you will get 119. That is your 24th term. You got 119 as your 24th term.
Okay.
Okay, can you similarly find out 56th term? I want the answer from your side. Solve and tell me the answer. 56th term of the same AP. Find 56th term of the same AP.
Okay.
For any such question, you need to first apply this nth term formula, that is A plus n minus 1 into D. That is why I suggest you to remember this formula carefully.
Okay.
And for this case, we want 56 term, that means we have to write n equal to 56. And if we will subtract this with 1, we get 55 written here. We have to sum it with A and we have to multiply this 55 with D. And if we observe carefully, we already have A equal to 4 and we have D that we have calculated equal to 5. And as per the BODMAS rule, we first multiply. That's why we will multiply these two values first. And it's going to give us 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25 and 2, 27, 275. Then we have to add 4, that is 279, which is our 56th term.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly, we may have many questions based on this. And let's say I ask one more question. Which term of AP is which term of AP is 204 more than 30th term? This is the question in front of you. Can you
Yeah.
answer this? Try
Okay.
to figure it out. Try to understand the logic first, and then tell me whether you are in position to solve this or not. Yeah, you can take 2 minutes to solve and then tell
Sure.
me the answer. Which term of AP is 204 more than 30th term? Here, in order to solve such question, we can assume that nth term of AP is 204 more than its 30th term. We can assume like this. And first we need to decide which term is 30th term. First we need to find out which term is 30th term. And we can do it because we know the formula A plus 29D. Nth term is A plus 29D. 30th term is A plus 29D. Right now A is 4, 29 is there, and we have to multiply it with 5, that is our common difference. We have to add 204, and here we need to find out n, and we have to apply the formula A plus, that is 4 plus n minus 1, and D is actually 5.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next thing is, here we have 4 that can be subtracted, and we can directly cancel these 4 actually. Now we are having only n minus 1 multiplied with 5, and here we have 29 multiplied with 5, that is 5 9s are 45, 4, 5 2s are 10, and 4, 145 it is, and then we have 204. Okay. If we solve this, we actually obtain a value which is not in integer. We will just figure it out, don't worry. It's going to be 549, then we have 4, then we have 3. It's 349. And if we divide it by 5, we will be able to get 5 6 are 30. We got 49. 5 9s are 45, and 5 8s are 40. And n is actually in point. If we count something, can we get value in decimal? If we are counting people, can
I
we
mean,
get
no, we can't get the value in decimal if we're
exactly,
counting.
we can't get the value in decimal. That means our answer should be no term is 204 more than 30th term. In this AP there doesn't exist any term which is 204 more than its 30th term. Now let's say I change this question a bit. Let's say I'm changing this question a bit, and now by changing this question a bit I'm making one more question, and now my question look like which term of AP is 205 more than, I'm writing here 205 more than 30th term. If I change this question in this way, can you now answer? As we shouldn't get value in decimal because it is about term must be in integral way or must be in natural number form. That is why we concluded that no term of this sequence, this AP, is going to be 20 more than 30th term. But if my question is bit changed and changed like this, can you now answer?
Okay.
If my question is bit changed and then I ask you to answer, can you now answer this? Which term of AP is 205 more than 30th term? Let's say nth term is there and my nth term is 205 more than its 30th term.
So answer was 205 more than its 30th. Okay.
Okay. If I consider nth term and I say that my nth term is 205 more than its 30th term, we should first figure out what is our nth term. We all know it is a plus n minus 1 into d. We should figure out
Yeah.
30th term. We all know it is a plus 30 minus 1 into d. That is 2090 I can write. And it's 205. Now it's turn to put values. A is given to us, that is 4. We are given with the we are supposed to find n and we are given with d being 5. Again a is here 4 plus 29d and d is actually 5. I will write here 205 is to be added, 4 can be cancelled out. Here what we can especially do is we can just take 5 as common because it is here as well, and it can be taken common from here as well. 5 4s are 420 and 5 41 it is. Now I can divide these, I can cancel out these 5 and now I have n minus 1 equal to how much? 70.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that is why n will be 71. That means 71th term is a term which is 205 more than 30th term. Here we got answer being 71th term, and if you add 205 to 30th term you will get 71th term. The answer is 71th term. But we may also get an answer which is an answer which is in decimal. If my answer is in decimal, that means no term exists which is of that property. But here we got 71 as my value of n. That's why we conclude about term being 71th term. Okay, I'm now presenting some questions of AP in front of you as your homework. Please note them and try to solve them. Okay.
Okay.
The first question that I want you to solve is, you are given with the sequence like this: 1 over p, 1 minus p over p, and 1 minus 2p over p, and it is given in question that it is in AP, and they want you to find common difference. Okay, the second question is, we again want common difference, and we are given with a rule, we are given with a 21st term, difference between 21st term and 7th term being 84, and here we want common difference. One more question is here. In this question we are given with a sequence of this kind: 5, 9, 13, and this sequence actually goes up to a value of 185. It's not term, it's a value of 185. And the question is, find ninth term from end. If we want to find any term from end, we should just reverse this AP. We should flip this AP. You do that and try to figure out the answer for this one.
Okay.
And now one more question is there, and they want you to find whether minus 150 is a term of 17, 12, 7, 2, dot dot dot. You are supposed to figure out whether minus 150 is a term or not. And the fifth question is, find first negative term of 17, 12. As it is keep on decreasing,
Yeah, so 17, okay, so
you will
17,
get a negative term.
12,
Yeah, you are
7,
supposed to find
2,
out first
that's
negative term.
-3, right?
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
But if this sequence is but one I will give one more question based on the same topic that will be quite logical, but it is quite easy because it is a smaller AP. But if I make it bit if I change this one, it will be quite logical. Then I'm just changing this AP. Let's say my first term is 121, the next term is 117, the next one is 113. Now I want you to figure out the first negative term. It will be now logical, more logical. One more question, find first negative term of, and AP is like this. AP is like this. 200 is the first term, 192 is the next, and 183, 192, 183,
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah, so it's also by
22,
so 200, 192, then it's 183.
is it AP? First you figure out whether it is AP or not.
Which one? The sixth one?
Yeah, this, yeah, sixth one. Are you getting the same common difference? If I write like this,
No, right?
it's yeah, then it's not AP
It's not AP because
because
it's not.
common difference are not same. Okay, that's why I will change this once again, and I'm writing it in this manner. 20 is my first term, then I'm writing it as 77 over 4 is the next term, then 37 over 4 is the next term, and then 71 over 4 is the next term, and it is keep on decreasing in same way. And is it now in AP?
77 by 4, 37 by 4, 70. It is, right? Wait, so what's the constant here? So 77, 37, 71.
Yeah, is it now in AP? First tell me that.
I don't know. So so for this it will be an AP, right?
Yeah, it's 77 and you will subtract it with 80, you will get minus 3. But
Yeah.
here you need to write it as 74. Then you will get minus 3 over 4. Here minus, yeah, it's this, yeah, I have changed it like this. Now you will figure out, now if you will figure out, you will find it to be in AP. 77 minus 80, you got minus 3. 74 minus 77, you got minus 3, as well as divide by 4 is here. Okay, now you figure out first negative term for this question,
Okay.
and do you want more question, or you are okay up to this?
I think I'm good. So, what do I do as my homework?
Yeah, the last one, all these 7 questions, you are given with the 7th term being 20 and 13th term being 32, and I just want you to find out AP. Find
Okay.
AP or form AP. And it looks good if we write values in even. That's why I'm including one more question for you. Find 10th term from end. Find 10th term from end. And the AP look like this. I'm writing the AP for you, and your AP look like this. I've asked you to figure out 10th term from end, and AP is 4, 9, 14. 4, 9, 14, and then you have goes up to 254. Okay, similarly question may be like this: how many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 6? We will cover those questions in next class in much detail, no issue, but I want you to solve these in much detail now.
Okay.
Consider, take the screenshot.
Oh, sorry, stop sharing. I haven't
Okay,
taken
1
this.
minute. Okay, now take the screenshot.
Okay.
In the first question, you are supposed to find out P. Similarly,